If you do this one thing, visualization will work 90% of the time. I'm going to show you exactly what to do, what's changed everything for the way I visualize. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, we're going to be going deep on understanding visualization in a completely new way and understanding the point and why we visualize. Because sometimes I think what happens is we have a certain way that our ego wants to manifest something in our life. We stay focused on that vision that we have. However, unless we actually believe that that visualization can come into our reality, then many times it won't even come in because we won't allow it in because we don't really believe that it is something that we can experience. Now, the one thing that I share with you today is a hack as well. It will allow you to much more easily believe in your visualizations because when you add this element, it makes it your brain believe as well that you can achieve whatever you want. Now, first off, let's talk a little bit about manifestation before we get in there, because I have to set the context for it. And visualization and creating our own reality, understand that manifestation is not about making something that is over there in here. Manifestation is about making the invisible visible because everything exists here and now. So the key is getting to a vibrational resonance where you can then perceive on the outside that which you already feel on the inside. So it's about the feeling and the belief. A lot of times we think visualization is about the thoughts that we have. Can we visualize it in our own mind? Because if we think that we visualize it, then we can actually see it. But understand the way that it works is we have our beliefs, then that generates a certain feeling, then those feelings go into the thoughts that we have, then the thoughts that we have generate certain actions that we take, and then the actions we take generate certain results, and then those results fuel the belief that we have. So it's a perpetual cycle, and a lot of times people think visualization is at the thought level, when really visualization must be at the feeling level and at the belief level. See, that's what makes all the change with this process. So visualization isn't because you need to get what's outside inside. Visualization is about getting yourself to feel as if that which you want to experience already exists. It's about linking up your feeling and your belief, because when you visualize as well, you begin to rewire your beliefs, because the brain does not know the difference between what it sees and what it actually experiences. So for this process, realize the purpose of the visualization is not because then you will get something on the outside that then allows you to feel that which you want to experience. The purpose of visualization is to internally live in that reality, because the brain doesn't know the difference between what it is thinking and what it is actually experiencing. So vibrationally feeling like what you want to experience is already here, and then in that vibrational state, that's when then you will see a reality that is equal to which you already feel and believe about yourself. And like we said, reference experiences are built when you think and feel as if it is happening now. So this is really about vibrationally hacking yourself. Visualization is just a tool, but it is also a way to vibrationally live in that reality now. And by practicing visualization, you are practicing vibrational resonance. You see, that's what the difference is. Most people are visualizing, it's almost like most people are visualizing, looking at a mirror, waiting for the outer mirror to change. And in actuality, the key is to just understand that the outer mirror is just a reflection. When you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it's just a reflection. Like you wouldn't go to change the mirror with your hands. A lot of people are waiting, like, did the mirror change? Did the mirror change? Did the mirror change? And because they're in the waiting mode, they don't actually create that change. They don't actually allow the mirror to change because they're too focused on the outcome of what it is. So here is the hack that I want to share with you with visualization that changes the process and makes it so much more powerful. It's something that I learned from a process called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, which has to do with understanding how we can hack our mind in different ways so that we can change our beliefs more easily, what we believe about ourselves. This is the key. When you are visualizing, don't just visualize using your thoughts or even using the visual way that I know the word visualize is in visualization, but not everyone is completely visual. Their strong suit isn't necessarily being able to see it so clearly in their mind. Some people, that's very easy for them. Some people are more clairaudient, meaning they're able to hear and feel what it would be like, claircognizant, able to feel what it would be like to be in that reality. Well, what you want to do to make visualization work 90% of the time, because remember, when you live in the inner reality, the outer reality then changes, is adding more than one submodality to that of your visualization. Now, here's what I mean by this. You can think, or let's look at it like this. We have the 5 senses. We can taste, we can touch, we can smell, we can see, we can hear. Now what we can begin to do is, instead of just seeing it in our mind, and it's this intellectual thing, we can begin to add more senses to the equation so that then our brain and our body believes that it is actually here now. So instead of just imagining what it would look like, you can imagine what it would look like, and then also imagine what it would taste like, the taste in the air. If you're imagining yourself at a beautiful beach, don't just see the beautiful beach. What you could do is imagine what the breeze would feel like. Imagine what the taste in your mouth would be. Imagine what the sand would feel like against your feet as you walk around. Imagine what the sun hitting your skin would feel like as you walk around. Imagine what you would hear and how the ocean would hear and how you would hear people maybe around if other people were on the beach as well, or you were with someone else. Imagine what it would vibrationally feel like to be in such an expansive place where you could see so far. You see, and when you immerse yourself into this environment and you eventually don't know the difference between what you are imagining and what you're experiencing, you can make the experience so real that you internally feel like you are there. And when you get to that place, realize that the vibration of that is what is allowing you to vibrationally resonate with that reality. And then if you were to do that every single day, whatever your visualization is, for let's say 10 or 15 minutes, over time that begins to compound. And as you are in that vibration, you will eventually find yourself in more and more experiences that reflect that reality back. Maybe it's just little coincidences here and there, but it is pulling you in a situation where you can be in a similar vibration. So realize that what the ability visualization gives us is to internally live vibrationally in that reality, regardless of what the outer circumstances are, and then eventually knowing we will then experience that in our life. Now, this is exactly what I did to create the lifestyle I'm in now. And if I show you around right now, I'll show you, since I have one more day at this Airbnb, you will see this is the view right behind me right now. There's an ocean right there. And this is an example of something that I used to visualize. I used to visualize myself traveling the world, being able to make videos with an amazing view behind the camera. I go walk to the beach right now if I want to. Feel the sand against my toes as I walk around. I immersed myself in this experience before it was actually mine. But I didn't just think about it. I didn't just have a vision of it. It was a vision plus the senses, plus other modalities as well. I would think about what it would taste like. I would feel it. This is really about the feeling. If you can just think it and feel it automatically, then that is great. However, what I found to be more powerful is that when you add more of the senses to it with visualization, still considered visualization, there's different dynamics to it, but add more of the senses to it, it bombards and makes the brain think it is actually happening. Now, the most powerful way that I've ever found to do this is through the process of meditation. Meditating and feeling as if you are there now. And by doing this every single day, it begins to profoundly impact your vibration. And maybe you've heard me talk about it before, but one of the most powerful times to reprogram your subconscious mind, because when you visualize, you're also reprogramming your subconscious mind. The most powerful time to do that is right as you are going to bed at night. Because when you're going to bed at night, you are drifting from an alpha beta brainwave state into a theta brainwave state. Theta brainwave state is as the last 20 minutes going to bed at night, you're drifting off into those deep levels of hypnosis, and you are and can powerfully impact your subconscious mind. So when you're going to bed at night, if you were to visualize as if you are there and your brain does not know the difference, you are going to program your vibration in such a powerful way. That's what I do every single night as I go to bed, and that begins to compound. Imagine doing it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days in a row. Then imagine it doing it a year in a row. Just as you go to bed at night, think about and live in the experience you want. And if you didn't know, I have a meditation that is specifically for this. You can listen to it every single night as you're going to bed, and I promise you, your life will begin to change. And I recommend at least 21 days to do it. Your life will transform. And the top of the description box below will be a free video, a free meditation that I made specifically for this because so many people were asking me about it. So this is something that you can listen to for 21 days. If you do, I think it will absolutely transform your life. Commit to it. Commit to that vision. And then add different submodalities, and that meditation will help you to do that. It'll help to amplify those emotions. And read the comments to see what is possible as well. You'll see comments from people that were able to manifest some amazing things, and that'll increase the belief that you can do it as well. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is there's this process that I also talk about when it comes to visualization that I got from the book Reality Transurfing. It's called the slide technique. The slide technique is where when you make sure that you're visualizing, make sure that you're visualizing. You almost imagine it like the slide is like one frame of reality. There's an infinite number of parallel realities that exist. The reality where you are killing the game, doing exactly what you want to be doing, that version of you already exists. So when you imagine it, you can realize it exists already, and you can imagine it like all potential realities exist here and now. So this frame of reality is this version of you's perspective. So you're seeing, the key to this though is seeing through that version of you's eyes. So it's like I wouldn't imagine me, like even here right now, making this video with this amazing view. I wouldn't imagine me looking at it from there, watching me film the video. I would imagine it as if I'm watching the video, looking behind right now at this amazing view. So it's as through my own eyes. If I was imagining myself, the next step of my journey is doing live events. I'm not going to imagine myself on stage in front of people. I'm going to imagine myself on stage with a whole bunch of people in front of me that I'm sharing ideas with. And when you do that, then it becomes more likely that you can feel it. You can immerse other senses into it. What would that taste like? What would the temperature of the lights feel like? What would it be like with everyone staring? There's different dynamics to it, you see? And when you begin to wire in these different elements, everything begins to change. So 90% of your visualizations will work if you apply this process, because then you increase the belief. Then you increase the belief. And here's the thing as well. When you believe it, guess what will actually happen as well? You'll naturally do things and act in alignment with what will bring that reality into fruition. So for example, I'm going to visualize myself speaking on events in different stages all around the world. As I believe that that's my reality, I may find myself naturally in a position where then I ask someone a question, or I say something and like get quotes on what would it be like to be on stages, and I start to follow that up with action because it's a part of the visualization as well. So taking action is also a part of the visualization. When you feel it though, you'll naturally know which action to take. So begin to add in different submodalities. Listen to that meditation that I have, listen to it for 21 days, watch your life transform. It makes it super easy because there's 2 or 3 things that you want to do as you're falling asleep at night, and I share all of those. Or I share and I guide you through all of those in the meditation that you'll see below. I'll also link it in the comments below as well. So the most powerful meditation to listen to as you're falling asleep at night. And with that being said, could you do me a favor? If you like hacks like these, if you like videos that really show not just the mindset, but the technical things you can do, could you do me a favor and smash the like button? Let me know that you like this video. Also, comment below on any other video topics you'd like me to be talking about. I'm going to be coming back to this video to see what those are so that I could use and really make videos that you want me to make. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, peace, much love, and namaste.